Check, check. All right, all right, all right. So all right, if you are new to the stream or are just tuning in, if you're new to the stream or you are just tuning in, we are getting ready to start trading. We don't make our first trade till 9 at the earliest, and I'm going to walk you through how I chart out my day. Oh, interesting. I just heard Rhythmic is down. That's crazy. And also terrible. Most prop firms utilize Rhythmic, so most prop firm traders, I should say, utilize Rhythmic. All right. All right. Okay. It is almost 9 o'clock. So we are going to get ready to start trading. All right, so first things first, this is the NQ right here. So I'm gonna kind of back up real quick. We have so this is TradingView. TradingView is what I use for charting. I use some tools within TradingView to make it look like this. So TradingView is what I use for charting, and Trade-Evate is what I use for actually placing my trades. So you're gonna see me go back and forth between these two charts today. And I'm going to show you both because really what I'm looking for in TradingView is indicators that we may be at a point to make a good trade. My trading style, I really only like to take shorts. So I'm only looking for movements to the downside. They might be a quick, like right here, we have 17,882. 17,898, 17,900 really up here. And so right here, I'd be looking for almost a 20 handle short. And my target would be right down here if I was going to take this trade. I'm not I technically can now because it's 9 o'clock. But before we do that, I want to chart a couple of things. So I'm going to move my line up here. This is the opening range. I want to mark the 30-minute opening range. So I'm going to mark this. Let me turn the desktop audio, the music down in the background a little bit. All right. So basically I'm going to mark the opening range, which is from 8:30 a.m. Central Time to 9 o'clock Central Time. So I'm going to take, let's see, right here we have 8 o'clock is on this candle right here. So I'm going to move this down, this blue line down here. Okay, sorry. There's apparently Rhythmic and some of the prop firms are having real technical trouble right now. But we are potentially approaching an opening range breakout. So what I'm drawing here is the opening range from right here at 8 o'clock. So high of the opening range right here at 8 o'clock. This candle that I'm hovering over right now is 8 o'clock. This candle right here is 9 o'clock. So you can see within that window of time, the lowest we went is down here on this blue line, and the highest we went is right here on this blue line. We touched this blue line twice, once here and once here right at 8 o'clock. So we basically had two rejections off of the opening range high, and now we are kind of flirting down here with the opening range low. So what I'm looking at is basically I'm looking for this here to have some sort of a breakdown below this line. Most likely we will get a little bit we're gonna probably retest this 17,900 level right here, and then we'll see what happens. We're either gonna fly through that level to the upside this way, or we're gonna chop on this level and then come down this way like I marked here. Most likely one of those two things is about to happen. So I'm gonna wait and see what we get. Okay, so far we're breaking up through that level. And if we do, we kind of have an unlimited room to run to the upside. Right now it's really trying. We'll see if it actually, as someone who prefers to short sell, sell short, I'm going to be looking for what's called a failed auction here. So we probably won't get a failed auction for two reasons. So basically we have these low candles followed by these lows, but this low is higher than the previous low, indicating a potential reversal to the upside. And now we're battling around this 17,900 level to see if we can hold up above that level. Based on the current movement here, we basically have a rolling movement. We may break out to the upside here. But right now it's rejecting pretty hard off of this level here that I have circled. So I really want to wait and see what we do here. I wouldn't be confident in a full-blown short sweep to the downside. I wouldn't be confident in, like at this point, right where we are now, I'm not confident in a sweep to the downside. If we break through, if we create a new low below this level, if we create a new bottom, if we bottom out below this level with a full candle body, not the wick, but the actual candle body right here. So if we get a full candle body that breaks anywhere below this level here, then we've got a pretty good indicator of a break to the downside. But we're going to see, we're probably going to retrace back up. Sellers and buyers right now are basically playing a tug of war at this range. So let me just remove these drawings. So you have sellers holding the line here, buyers holding the line here, and they're basically fighting each other to hold control of this level. And these next 2 or 3 candles are going to be really important to tell us whether the sellers or the buyers win this tug of war. So this is what I'm doing right now, is I'm watching to see what happens on the 1 minute chart here. We don't really have any meaningful order blocks to talk about down here. Up here we have order blocks, so we have supply levels up here, and down, I don't even know how far back we'd have to go to see this. It's been a minute. If we switch to the 5 minute or the 15 minute, we can probably see. There we go. All right, so if we look at the 15-minute chart here, you can see that we are in the middle of a 15-minute demand zone. Demand zone. Demand down below because demand drives buying and supply drives selling, right? So we have supply in red, demand in green. Right now, we're in a demand zone. And so we're waiting to see if the sellers can rip through this or if the buyers are going to come in and scoop up all this volume down here. So I'm going to switch. I don't trade on the 15 minute. I only trade on the 1 minute. So I'm going to switch back to the 1 minute. But I do look at the 3-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, even the day candles sometimes if I'm trying to figure out kind of the general movement of the market over a long period of time. But as you can see, all right, so what I just talked about is playing out kind of how we expected. So we have a low here, a higher low here, and another higher low here. We have a lower high, followed by a slightly higher high. And it looks like right here, we're probably going to get another higher high. So basically, we're in a trend channel here. We're in an upward trend. And we just need to see, typically in a move like this, the buyers will win. And if they do, I'll be looking for a short up here in this supply area up here. So I'm just taking my time and waiting for the right trade. I'm going to be trading pretty heavy today. I'm going to be trading between 5 and 10 contracts. So 5 contracts would be on the Nasdaq. 5 contracts is $25 per tick. A tick is 25 cents of movement. So $1 of movement is $100 with 5 contracts. $1 of movement, as you can see here on the right, with 10 contracts is $200. So really we're going for like 5 to 10 point. We're going for 5 to 10 point swings here with 5 to 10 contracts. So we're looking at, $500 depending on how many contracts we're trading, really anywhere from $500 to $2,000 of movement. And as soon as I'm ready to place my first trade, I'll show you how I do that. But right now we're just charting and trying to look for an opportunity, but there isn't one right now. So we're not going to try to force an opportunity here. We're going to wait for an opportunity to come to us. And if we continue moving up, the next range I'll be looking for an opportunity in is up in here where we have these supply blocks. And sellers should start coming in this range here. These supply blocks are charted for me. I use QuantView for this, so they chart these for me. But you can draw your own also. Basically, a supply block would be, it's actually a little cleaner on here. So a supply block would be when you have a big move to the downside like we had right here. A supply block or an order block would be the size. It would be the size of the green candle. So you have this green candle that I'm highlighting right here, the last green candle before the big move to the downside. So supply block right here. And then if you zoom out, you can see we're going to have overlapping supply blocks if you go back here. So another move to the downside right here. So we grab this green candle. And there you go. We have an overlapping supply block there. And then we had, this was kind of a move to the downside. This is not super heavy momentum, but this one back here is. So I'm going to draw one more supply block right here. And we're going to look at this. So the real movement came right here. So we're going to grab the first green candle before that big movement here. And that is our final meaningful supply volume block here. So as you can see, what I drew here is very similar to what is here because it's basically charting it for me. It's charting the same thing, basically. They just grabbed every instance. So if we kept doing this and we grabbed this one right here as well, and then we zoomed out and we grabbed this one right here as well, and we went here and we grabbed this one here as well, we would basically end up with exactly what's here. So I know this isn't really entertaining yet because I'm not trading, but again, I'm following the rules I have for myself, and we have massive supply blocks up here, and I am a supply and demand trader, so I am waiting for us to get into a supply zone so that I can look for a reversal to the downside and take a short. So that's what I'm waiting for. We might get a reversal right here, and that would be really disappointing because I'm not going to chase that because this is not my strategy. Like, we're not in, well, okay, they kind of missed a supply block here. So I can show you here. There's one that we kind of missed that we are encountering right now. So I can actually draw this. There's technically one right here as well that we are currently bouncing off of. So you can see, if you look, it's this green candle right before this move to the downside. It's kind of a weak supply zone or order block because you had all this, you didn't have like a really strong move to the downside here. You did here, kind of. But yeah, anyways, technically this is what we're breaking down off of two important levels here. We have VWAP, which is volume weighted average price, which we're on right now. We just bounced off of VWAP. And then we also have this order block right here that we're kind of rolling back down off of. So we'll see. This is not a very strong one though, so I would imagine we retrace back up into this 1730s, 1740s. And the only way we completely break out to the upside today is if we fly through all of these demand zones here. I'm sorry, supply zones here. So let me make one more. I've just realized I accidentally removed the opening ranges that I drew. So all right. If you are just now watching, I'm going to redraw. I'm going to redraw our opening range. So opening range is from 8 to 8:30. So at 8 o'clock, the highest we went today was right here. And between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. So 8:30 is right here. And right here is the high. You can see between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, this is the highest we went at 17,946.75. So I'm going to put a blue line there. And the highest that we went, or the lowest that we went in that same period of time, is down here at 17,876. So I'm going to put one there. Basically, part of my trading strategy, in addition to supply and demand, includes opening range breakout. So we are in the 30-minute opening range still. And I'm going to be looking for a breakout, either up or down, out of this opening range that we have in blue. Again, not taking a trade until we really start to see some price action that's worth trading. We don't have that yet. Hey, congratulations, Bryce, if you're watching. Bryce won the new Top Step X account, which gives 5. Top Step is giving 5 $4.50 combines to all new Top Step X users, but they're letting people on slowly. So congratulations, Bryce. That's awesome. I love it. Today I'm trading on my Apex accounts. So I'll show you real quick. My Apex accounts as of this morning are sitting at, they all started at 50,000. So let's do the math real quick. What are we sitting at today? I'll add this to the stream tomorrow. Like my total, my running total in my accounts. So 97, 47, 50 times 3 plus 5,534.20 times 4 All right, we are sitting at $51,379 right now. So you can see that is our current, that's our current account balance with Apex. So we are hoping to close the day higher than that. Let's see what we get. All right, we're bouncing off VWAP again. We are technically in this volume block, this order block here. We may get a reversal off of this level, but we also might fly through VWAP right here. So, oh, and on the right here, I have the ES, which is the S&P 500. So I like to, oftentimes the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq move pretty similarly. The Nasdaq has much bigger swings because it has more volatility in it. But the S&P and the Nasdaq both contain some of the same companies in their group of businesses. So they are basically index funds of all of the, like the Nasdaq is 100 largest tech companies. S&P 500 is 500, which is why the Nasdaq is more volatile, because there's 100 companies moving the Nasdaq. There's 500 companies moving the S&P. So it takes more, you have to have more extreme movements from more businesses in the S&P to get an erratic move, whereas there's fewer companies in the Nasdaq. So you typically get a lot less range. Okay, here we go. It looks like we might get a breakdown to the downside. I am going to try to take a short here off of 17,910 down to basically down to 17,900. I'm just going to take a quick 10-point scalp. Oh, we might. Let's see. Hang on. All right, let's see if we get one right here. All right, so right here I have my stop loss up here, and my order is right here. So I'm going to try to get in here at 914. Oh, it missed me by a tick. Dang, and we're about to break down. Oh, it missed me by a tick. All right. If we get a strong move to the downside here, we may come all the way down to the lows of the day. But this even number here at 17,900 is very much like a important psychological level. You can see we just bounced right off of it there. We kind of flew through it, but then bounced right back up. So what I'd be looking at here is to see if we can have a sustained auction to the downside that carries us below this level, or if we're going to just bounce right off of this level like we just did here. All right, and I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to try to find a trade here. Holy cow. That was an aggressive move back up. Yeah, that's a 20 handle move. For context, from here to here, trading 5 contracts would have been $2,000. This level, so this level might actually be a decent level to try to take a long. I don't trade longs though. That's my new policy for myself, is I only take shorts. So I'm not going to try to mess with that. I want a little bit more confirmation of a downside move, and then I want to take that short. All right. I might try this here one more time. see if we can get a move here. All right. I'm going to cancel this order. Oh, weird. Okay. All right. Let's try that again. We'll go off of this. Oh. Hold on. All right. So this is another important thing to call out here. As you can see up here, we're at 9:24 and 14 seconds. These candles are 1 minute candles. So I want to see if I take a short here, I want to make sure that this candle stays weak. And I'm only taking this short at the latter half of the minute. So I'm waiting for like the 45 or 50 second mark here to see if, because if this just retraces and runs green back up to the high side, it's going to do it in the last part of this candle, of this, the last 20 seconds or so. So we're coming into that time right now. All right, this looks like a pretty strong move to the downside. Let's see. We might have missed this one, but we're in between some really important levels here, so that's okay. If this does break down, it's going to break down pretty hard. All right, here we go. We're going to be looking for a short here. All right, we're going to take a short here at 9:04. See if we can get a move down below the 900s. We're risking... No! All right, well, that was a $315 loss. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to try one more. Okay, we're in the money. Nope, we're out of the money. This candle's a little strong for my liking. All right, we're going to target 890 down here. We're going to move stop to break even pretty quick if we can. No, don't do it. No. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, we're going to move stop to break even here pretty quick just because this is kind of getting volatile here. All right, stop at break even. All right, we're in the money, as you can see up here. Open P&L up 250 right now. We want to retrace all the way down here and fly down through the 900s, the even 900s. If we do that, we're going to move our stop to 900 so that we can take profit of about $600 here. But we might... It might stop. No! Stop us out, break even. That's okay. All right, we're down 306. This might be a failed auction to the downside. We might retrace to the upside here. Let's wait and see. All right, we're going to need some real momentum to break down through the 900s here. We're starting to do it. If we break down through the 900s, it's going to probably go pretty quick. So here we go. Here we go. Man, it stopped me out a minute too soon. All right, there we go. There's our momentum. That was our target earlier. Unfortunately, we were not in that for that. All right, we should break the lows now. This is what I look for to break through the opening range. So we should break down through the opening range lows at 17,876. So I'm going to look for an entry here. What I'm going to do on an entry like this, what I'm looking for, I wait for this candle to close. I wait for us to retrace a little bit up if we do it. And then, nice. And then I'm going to look for, oh no. It might just run away on us right here. God, this would have been such a good trade to be in. I'm very disappointed in myself for missing this. All right, all right. Yeah, the ES is bouncing off of VWAP right now. VWAP is acting as support. So we actually didn't really have a total breakdown here. I don't like how strong this green candle is. We might completely reverse back up to this zone up here. God, what a boring day in the markets. This is not a lot of price action for the Nasdaq. This is real slow. All right, if you're just tuning in, we're down $300. So we're trading 3 of our Apex accounts. We have the other 4 that we haven't traded on yet today. These are our biggest accounts. We're up $9,400 in these accounts in the last 3 days. Here we go. So we took one trade. Well, we took 2 trades. One was break even. One was a loss of 300. This might be our rejection back to the downside. But I want to wait and see what this candle does. We're looking for a strong move. Basically, we're looking, I can draw it on here. We're basically just looking for this strong move like that right now, if we can get it. That's what we're hoping for. See what happens. All right. We might have that right here. Let's wait and see. I've liked this 17, 9, 10 level quite a bit today. So I'm going to take a short here. We might just absolutely fly through it, which would suck because that's going to be a $500 loss. No, Jesus. All right. Well, we're not off to a great start today. We're down 826, but it's okay. We're coming in this order block here. I shouldn't have taken that short. It was premature, but it looked like we were going to round out right here. Still like this level. All right, give it a second. I would expect us to reject off of VWAP here again, which we're kind of doing right now. Let's see if we break all the way through it. So we're not getting that move yet that I was hoping for. Buyers are coming back in. Short up here at 930 is kind of what we would really like now at this point. If we come up to that level, but right now we're bouncing off of VWAP. So we might not break VWAP all day today. We might stay completely below it. VWAP is this line right here, variable weighted average price. If that's the case, I would expect a pretty strong move to the downside pretty soon. But we're going to sit on our hands and see what happens. All right. This is a cheap trade. I'm going to take a short here of 915 with a stop up here at 920. I'm basically betting on us not being able to rally through VWAP. Come on, give us a fill. Oh, don't miss me by a tick again. All right, I'm going to chase this a little bit. All right, there we go. We're in. Target down here at 894. Reject off of V. Don't freaking do it. All right, there we go. Oh. All right. That's $1,000 on those accounts. So we're done trading those accounts for the day. We will switch to our other accounts. Dang. Oh, that was devastating. All right. Oh. That's okay, though. We're on a 3-day hot streak. So if today ends our hot streak, that is okay. All right. We're approaching these order blocks up here where I'd be looking for a downside move. But right now we've got buyers coming in strong. So I'm not going to mess with this. We're going to let the buyers do what they do. And we are going to wait for a good short. All right. What are we doing, Nasdaq? What are we doing? We have so much resistance up here before we get to the high of the opening range. I would be shocked if we made it that far. So we did reject off of this initial order block, right? We just touched it right here at 928. I would expect that we kind of move into the 30s here, and I would probably expect our next opportunity for a reversal somewhere up here around mid to high 30s. We could get one here. I'm just trading like crap right now, so I'm not going to take a trade here. man. This is one of those days where your inner skeptic starts winning when you're like, oh, this looks like a good setup. I think I want to get in here. And then you talk yourself out of it because you're like, well, my last few trades were bad. Technically I took 2 bad trades in a row. My limit is 3. But yeah, that was rough. Like, I have not a lot of confidence in myself right now, so I want to be careful not to trade. What I don't want to do here is trade emotionally. Like, I don't want to revenge trade here or get too fired up about what just happened. So I'd rather sit and wait, let everything cool down. This is a strong green candle. Like, the buyers are coming in strong right now. Every time the sellers start to take over, the buyers come back in with absolute fire. All right, this may be a failed auction to the upside. Okay, here we go. We're going to see what this next candle does, and if this next candle fails to hold, yeah, we're going to look for a short here. Nope. There we go. That's why we wait. All right, we want to see if the body of this candle closes above this line I'm on right now, 923.50. Maybe a signal of a move to the upside. Otherwise, we'll kind of do this and come back down to the 900 level. We have VWAP right below us. We've got a lot of things. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Oh, God, I need to anchor my VWAP better. VWAP's actually up here. So we did tap off of VWAP a couple times. God. Chad. Why did I do that? All right, we are going to take a short here. All right, target down here at 906. 907 actually. We'll try to go for 15 handles here. We're going to move stop to break even. All right, so here's 15 handles. This would be $1,500 if we get this move, which would basically offset the losses we took in our other 3 accounts. It would actually overcome that because right now we're up. Here we go. Here we go. Strong move. Let's go. Actually, we're moving this to 901. I do think we'll break all the way down to 900 here. We are going to trail our stop here to 917. So we lock in at least $500 in profit as soon as we get to... Come on, baby. All right. All right, we locked in. We're taking 500 in profit no matter what on this trade. Come on, give us a strong... Sellers need to come in here. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. No. Okay. Took down 500 on that. You can see 484 after fees. So good trade. We're up. I'm trading on 4 accounts here. Let me share this real quick. All right, so I'm trading on these 3 accounts. I'm down 1,367, but these 4 accounts, I'm up 484. So we're about scratch for the day overall. Just about, not quite, but we're up, we're not scratch. What am I talking about? We're down about 2,000. Still, I'm okay with this. These are the accounts we're trading on right now. Just took down 484 on that trade. We could have locked in more profit down here for almost 1,000, but the ES is rallying right now. Looks like it may run to the upside. The Nasdaq is struggling a little bit more than the ES right now. All right, here we go. Look for one more short entry here. I do think we're gonna have a breakdown here to the downside. All right, we're in again short. Again, our target is 901. I do think we're gonna run these 900s again. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, we're gonna move stop to break even here just because it's kind of a dicey spot that we're in right now. Give us a break even. Come on. Oh no. When we gave almost all of it back. Awesome. Awesome. We are trading like shite today. I don't think the Nasdaq is going to be able to break through VWAP here. VWAP is a really meaningful level in the Nasdaq. We also have all these order blocks up here. The buyers who are buying right now also know this. They're going to be trying to take profit before we get to that level and right around that level. So buyers are going to be selling their shares in this range here, really between 926 and like 940. What up, Hefe? Giga Chad. Cool. That's new. I'll take it. All right, there's the breakout. Let's see how hard this can run. We're bouncing off VWAP right now. Let's see if we can break up through VWAP. Not sure if we're going to or not. Also, just to kind of go back here to my trading view chart, we are approaching all of these order blocks up here. So these are demand zones. Sorry, supply zones. These are supply zones up here. So we are looking for basically a failed auction to the upside here with kind of this slow chop that we're getting to the upside. Really, this has been a really uneventful upside move here. So yeah, we're getting big red candles right now. The sellers don't, or the buyers don't like, no one really likes VWAP right now. Everyone's fighting above it. I am expecting us to break down here, back through the, I would expect us to retrace down this way to break through the opening range low. I don't know when, but I do expect us to do that. I am going to take a short here. I like this movement. Move my stop to break even in a sec, just in case it turns back on us. Our target is going to be down here at 900, 901. Freaking A. What a devastating sweep. All right. That was a bad trade location. Gosh. I do think we're going to run these lows, though, which is why I keep taking this stupid short. We need some more weakness in the ES. We need some more weakness in the Nasdaq. We've rejected off of VWAP quite a few times without any real All right, here we go. There we go. There we go. Give us this breakdown. All right, here's our target. We need this to just melt. Fall out of bed, please. Please, please, please. Please do it. All right, stop to break even. Looks like we're going to run the... it took... Dang. Okay. All right. Awesome. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot sandwich. I moved it to break even too soon. That's crazy. The ES is running, is trying to break to the upside. The Nasdaq's trying to break to the downside. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. Nasdaq's catching a bid. Yeah, Nasdaq's catching a big bid. Try one more short here. It does look like it really wants to fall out of bed here. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, God. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Wow, I'm trading like poo-poo today. Oh, now, really? Now you're... Oh my God. Oh, what is happening? I know what's happening. My trade locations are not good right now. All right, we'll try one more. I like this level. I do think that we're going to break to the downside. And we are going to run the lows. Like that's not me just like making up. It's like not my bias winning. I genuinely believe we are going to run these down here. There we go. I am moving stop to break even so quickly because I am down on the day and I'm just trying to protect. I'm trying to make sure that I keep enough bullets in the clip to keep playing, keep fighting. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We have a perfect rounding motion here. It does look like we're going to get a breakdown. And I do think we'll break down all the way to this the 90s. I just don't know when. I don't know how much heat I'm going to have to take to do this. Sellers are not able to win this auction right now, though. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Taking the short, taking the short. Bad trade location, but I do think we're going to melt down here. Putting it right at the top of... Oh no. Awesome. 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 Someone tell the buyers to go home. Tell the buyers to go home. Buyers and sellers really fighting it out right here. I don't know why this isn't really that meaningful of a level right here. Although we are getting a little bit of like a rounding here. So I think the buyers are just really coming in to try to stop this thing from sweeping to the downside. I still like a short in this range because you can see the sellers, the green candles are real weak. We don't have strong conviction from the buyers right now. All right, let's go one more here. Put our stop right above these wicks. Because bait... All right, we're in 3 contracts. It filled us for 3. See if it fills us for the rest. All right, we're filled for all contracts. All 5 are filled. Target down here at 900 again. I do believe if we run to the 900s. And then we'll probably bounce off 900s for a second and then continue the breakdown if we continue to break down. I'm not moving stop to break even yet. Oh, buyers are getting some conviction here. Nope, nope, nope. Shut it down. Shut it down. All right, one more trade and then we're done for the day on all of our accounts. This will be our first losing day of the week. If we can't turn this around. And that is a failed auction to the downside right there. But then we keep failing to the upside here at VWAP. So I don't know what's happening. I'm I'm a good trader, I think, having a bad day. We're going to call it that. I almost said I'm a terrible trader. I'm not a terrible trader. I'm a good trader. Good trader having a bad day. All right, we're approaching 10 o'clock in 30 seconds. You know what I didn't check that I should have checked is news. I don't think we have any meaningful news today. I think we have some tomorrow. What is... Yeah, we have crude oil today. Fed speakers at 11, 11:15, 11:45. I don't think they're going to be speaking about monetary policy, though. There shouldn't be any, like, real crazy... Holy crap. What is happening? What is happening? No! I mean, I'm not in a trade, but I just don't like seeing the buyers win. All right, we're coming up. All right, here. We are in the middle of a ton of supply zones here, and we just crossed through our opening range high. Wow, big freaking move. That right there is a 20-point candle. That is a big candle. Okay, we just had a pretty big move to the upside. Let's see if this opening range high holds as resistance. This blue line is the 30-minute opening range high. Let's see if it holds as resistance, and we will be looking for a momentum short here in a minute. Let's see if we can get it. Holy crap. What is happening? We're clearing all of these order blocks here. Wow. Something had to have just happened. Like, does anyone know? Did we cure cancer? What just happened? Did Biden just announce his resignation? Something just happened here. Something just happened that made everyone real happy. Because we have a giant green boner candle right now. What the heck? Biden had to have resigned office. That's definitely what's happening right now. Or Nancy Pelosi just put her entire net worth in Nvidia. All right. Here we go. If you trade ICT concepts, this is kind of interesting. We have a fair value gap in pretty much this exact same range that this order block was in. So we actually have a fair value gap here that we would look to retrace if you're an ICT trader. All right, let's see if we can retrace this to the downside off of the 50 level. And we're looking at our target at 32 down here, right at the bottom of this range. All right. This is very much an ICT trade, fair value gap trade. Let's see if we can make up our losses for the day here. This would basically take us back to scratch on the day. As long as we don't stop out here. That would suck. Come on, sellers. Come on, sellers. Come on, let's go. Let's go. We're in this. We're in this. We're in there. Like, swimwear. Oh, no. Buyers, go home. No. 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 Oh, stupid. All right. A break-even trade. Oh, we made like 80 bucks there. That was dumb. 60 bucks. This is stupid. I hate this so much. The other thing I hate right now is that we have this like happy music in the background. This is not a happy day. No. This is a sad day. We need sad music in the background. Oh, someone's happy. Someone's happy with this right here. Not me. Not me. I don't like when buyers win. I like when the sellers win. Oh, good. Okay, I'm told that we can barely hear the music. Here, we can turn it up so you guys can hear the happiness. You guys want to hear more jolliness? Oh, this is kind of a sad song. This is a terrible playlist. It's just the only thing I could find that was royalty free or whatever. Let's see. It's basically elevator music. Another happy song. You guys can be happy while I suffer. All right. I would love to see a breakdown here off of the 50s to fill this fair value gap down here back into the low 30s. And I can't do this music. I don't know how you guys can do this music. This is terrible. Okay. All right. Give us a break. Give us a breakdown. Just melt your face off. Just melt. Just go away. I don't know who gave... the buyers obviously ate their Wheaties today. Because they are running this market right now for the last hour. It's not fair. It's not cool. Not cool. All right. Definitely looks like the buyers are going to take back over here. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, I have two different charts here. So I have my trading view chart, which is what I use to chart, the movement of the day. So red is demand order blocks. So red is where we've had, I talked about this earlier in the stream, but red is where we have order blocks. This is charted for me by QuantView. You can chart them yourself though. I showed an example earlier of how to chart order blocks. What I have here is pretty much the same if I draw them out, pretty much the same as what we had on TradingView. But basically, this is where if you were going to sell short, this is where you'd look to sell short. If you're going to buy, green is where you'd look to buy. And then the blue line here is the opening range high of the day. So this was between 8:30 and 9 Central Time. This was the highest point that we reached. And then the blue line down here was the lowest point that we reached in that same window of time. So we have technically broken out above the opening range high, which happened right here at 8:42 last, and we broke above it, and now we're breaking down below it. So between all the order blocks up here and the opening range level here, it looks like we're having a failed auction to the upside. In other words, the buyers have failed to successfully run this to the upside. And so we're looking potentially at a short here. The 50 levels, so 50s and 100 evens in the Nasdaq are pretty meaningful levels for resistance and support. So we're going to take one more short here, and we're targeting. So we have this range here. We're looking to kind of refill this gap back to the downside. So there we go. Stop to break even just in case it turns back around on us. And if we can get a run to the downside here, we will make up all of our losses for the day. And we didn't get it because we stopped out at break even. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Guys, my camera is really dark. I'll work on all this. I'll work on all this over the next few days. But if you are just tuning in, please, please, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm going to start, I trade every morning, and it's really not any extra work for me to, also stream while I trade. So I'll be trading every day. I don't trade before 9 o'clock, but I will start my stream at 8:45. If you are new to trading futures, or if you traded forever, I don't recommend anyone trade the first 30 minutes of the day. It's really chaotic. I tried it for a while and I got burned more than I made money. So I would not recommend it. All right, let's see. Looks like we might get that breakdown that we've been waiting for. Let's try this trade one more time. And if this breaks down 1.5 minutes after we got stopped out at break even, I'm going to cry. Yeah, I'm going to cry. I'm going to go cry. BRB. I'm going to go cry. This is horrible. We're going to fill this entire gap that I was just telling you guys we were going to fill. And I went short and got scared and stopped out at break even. So awesome. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It's just the day that we're having now, I guess. Okay. I have my buddies, one of my buddies texting me right now. Andy, if you're watching, hello. So short and buy, right? So when you short, you're basically selling. So like if I click sell right here, that's me putting a short order on, which means I get paid if it drops. If I put a buy order on, that means it goes long. In order to close out a short, you have to buy the position back. So if I go short right here, if I sell this, I have to also put a buy down here, which it would trip. So that's a good question. I'm sorry, I should have covered that earlier on. So if you have not traded futures before, or options are different because you're calls and puts and options. So, but if you've not traded futures, that definitely can be confusing. All right, let's see if we get a break. Oh, no. So I just shorted here. I'm in the trade now. The buy here is a stop loss. The buy here is my target. Are you freaking kidding me? Yep. Awesome. Oh, it's not a good day for me. All right. That's one more losing trade and we are done for the day. We're bouncing off of the opening range high right now. And we got to see if we can break through it. It's breaking through a little bit, but let's see if it holds above it. If not, I do think we're going to run back down to the downside. And I think we have room all the way down here pretty much until 920s, 910s, the teens. Again, I use this for charting. I use this for trading. So if you're just tuning in, trading view for charting, trade evade for actually placing the trades. All right. Let's see what we get here. Definitely a somewhat strong move to the upside, back to the upside here. Bouncing off the 50s a little bit right now. Bouncing off the 50 level, I should say. All right, breaking back up through the 50 level. 5 seconds left on this candle. Buyers are definitely getting a little bit exhausted right here, starting to exit their positions. Yeah, you can see there really is a big tug of war right now between buyers and sellers. All right, so when you have these tiny little candle bodies here with big wicks above and below them, that's just an indicator that this is a level that buyers and sellers are not agreeing on. They cannot, neither one is winning at all. And right here, if this candle holds up, this is, sellers winning. So a green candle just means buyers won that minute in time. Red candle means sellers won that minute in time. In other words, there were more sellers than buyers during this minute, and there were more buyers than sellers during this minute. That's all the colors mean. My trading view chart, I don't use the same color system. I can hover over it, and let's see, how do I? On trading view, I can... Oh. So trading view, basically, it's the color is based on the trend at the moment. So you can see here, downtrend. We were in a down, like, if you go back. Okay, so right here, green, 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 uptrend, move to the upside. Yellow, it's cooling down. Green comes back in, and then you have down here, it starts to get yellow, orange, red, sellers taking over. So this is just a tool that I have in TradingView to kind of see it a little more visually. If the buyers can really take control right in this range here, we are going to fly up, probably all the way up towards the 18,000s today. Which isn't actually that much of a move. We're only 40 points away from that right now. Yeah, if the buyers take over right here, we're going to the moon. Yeah, it's Hefe. Yes, this is the quant view indicator. Smart money concepts and smart money concepts v2. And then Q Pro, I have that turned off. Q Pro gets kind of confusing if I turn this on. It's a lot of gibberish. So I use Q Pro. I don't use Q Pro while I'm trading, but I'll look at it when I'm doing my analysis before I trade. Is it real signal? Not sure what you mean by that. So I don't, that's okay. I don't use, QuantView does have a AI like robot trader. I don't use their trading tool, if that makes sense. Like I don't use their trade execution tool. I think that's what you're asking. They do have that though. I forget what they call it. I do not use it. I don't trust robots. I think that's what you're asking. If not, I'm sorry. I'm happy to clarify. I'm new. So QuantView I've only been using for about a month. So far I like it just because of it looks clean and easy to read. That's the main reason I use it. And so, like I said, I also have TradingView up on my other screen right now, but I have it bouncing back and forth here so you guys can kind of see how I analyze the movements on the day. So basically what we've had here is just this like slow grind to the upside with a couple of big moves, but then we've also had a couple of strong moves to the downside in this trend right here. So we're definitely in an upward trend right now. And I would not be looking to short this level here. It might be a good level to short, but I'm not going to short this here. ES is still showing some strength. Nasdaq is showing a little bit of weakness right here. I just don't think there's a whole lot of room for Nasdaq to fall out of bed right now. I mean, really, it could fall out of bed and completely fly through this opening range high. But then we've got a small order block here in the 40s. I think it would take a lot for the Nasdaq to run the lows today. I would bet that doesn't happen today. So, with that said, We're going to adjust our strategy today to just try to take some 5-point scalps, 5-handle scalps, which with 5 contracts is $500 per scalp. Because it is $100 per handle of movement. A handle is $1 on the chart here. There's 4 ticks in a handle. So I'd be looking for basically some 20 tick scalps. A scalp is when you just take a really quick trade for a small profit. It's a short time frame trade. Most of my trades are short time frame, but like a scalp can be seconds, like 40, 50 seconds. Sometimes less, sometimes 10 seconds. All right, ES is showing signs of falling out. Nasdaq might follow it, but let's wait and see here how this candle closes in the next 10 seconds. Because Nasdaq could also just completely run back to the upside. On a day like today, when the buyers are really controlling the market, I'm always really cautious because we're just not getting big downside movements. We will eventually. The market will reset. We'll run back down towards VWAP eventually. VWAP is down here at 928. But all right, and the ES is showing some weakness. Nasdaq is kind of showing not quite the exact same weakness, but it is showing weakness. And I'm going to step away here, grab some water real quick. I will be right back. All right. Nasdaq is definitely showing signs of breaking down now. Maybe not a full breakdown, but probably a reset back towards opening range high. Down here at 46. Buyers are coming in though. Damn, buyers came back in. Longs are getting paid today. Well, I should say longs who started going long around 9 o'clock are getting paid. All right, here we go. We may have our breakdown. It's not quite strong enough yet for me to take a trade because we may be rounding here. But in the next 1 or 2 minutes, we shall see. Nope. Glad I didn't take that short. God, what a day. What a freaking day. I would love to be back up to scratch on the day. That'd be great. But we're coming off of a 3-day winning streak of $53,000 in profit in 3 days. So I'm not going to cry over spilled milk today. If today's my losing day this week, that's fine. We haven't taken very many trades. How many trades have we taken? 10? 10 trades? It says we've taken 26. That is not correct. We've been trading 5 contracts. We've traded 110 contracts. 110 divided by... Oh, I guess we've taken 20 trades. Dang. Well... Dang. Buyers are coming in strong. All right, so this is interesting because in the ES is definitely showing weakness here. We're trending. We have a downward trend in the ES right here. Lower highs and lower lows. In the Nasdaq, we have the opposite. We have higher highs and higher lows. So the markets are definitely not in alignment right now. Oh. Nasdaq, ES, definitely showing some weakness. The Nasdaq is not, though. Not at all. All right. Ooh, here we go. Are we going to fall out of bed here? The ES is definitely getting ready to fall out of bed. The Nasdaq is fighting it with everything it has. All right, this may be our opportunity. This may be it. The buyers are getting exhausted. Sellers are coming in. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we have 15 points. Not quite. 13 points of movement between here and the opening range. I will be looking for one more trade at this level because it does look like we are finally going to get some price action to the downside. Man, it would be real nice to be in this trade right now. Oh, come on. Oh, buyers, go away. The buyers need to go home today. Go home. You guys got your money. Let's give some money to the sellers now. Gross. I hate it. I hate all of it. I don't trade the ES, but this is one of those times when it would be taking a short on the ES right now would be real good. ES is looking real heavy. All right, we are finally starting to see some exhaustion from the buyers here. Let's see what the next 1 or 2 minutes hold, and we'll look for another trade. All right. Looks like we might get that drop finally. ES is starting to show a little bit of strength. Nasdaq. Nasdaq turning back around. Man. Not a lot going on today. We are just trading sideways. The only thing I know for sure right now is that we are going to keep going to the right. That's the only thing I'm 100% positive about. Stupid buyers. All right, let's see. We have a very weak order block up here. The fact that we just flew through all of those order blocks right in here was nuts. I mean, we are, you can see this goes back a few days, but I mean, we are definitely getting pretty close to all-time highs up here. I think that's our all-time high. This is the 15-minute. Yeah, all-time highs were way back there on So all-time highs, technically, we're back here at 18,144, which is part of why I think like this short is not done playing out. Like this was last week when Nvidia, the day after Nvidia released their earnings, the Nasdaq just went bananas. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see what we got. All right. Okay. All right, we may run back to the downside here. Let's see what this next candle does. This wouldn't be a strong downside movement, but I do think we have room to run back down to 17,946, which is our opening range high. Yeah, sellers or buyers are getting exhausted in the Nasdaq right now. We're looking for a short. Target down here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, gross. 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 Rough day. Let's see if we can make some headway here. Dang, it only caught me for one contract. That's a bummer. What a disgusting trade. Come on, baby. Playing this super light and tight just in case we don't get this breakdown. I don't like my trade position right now. Yeah, there we go. We're out. All right. One more trade and we're done for the day. If this next trade is not a winner, we are done. Are you fucking kidding me? All right. And with that, we are done for the day. Rough day. Rough day. We'll be back tomorrow for some more. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day. Thank you for tuning in.